Good afternoon, Facebook family and YouTube subscribers. Okay, so I did a post I did a couple of videos about African American women who are single, who have kids, the independent black woman. Guys, let's wake up. We've got to get real about this. We've got to get serious and understand that we've created a problem in black America. We've created a problem with the understanding that independent black women can raise children, go to a job, take care of family, take care of home, and it ain't working. Look around us. The cost of living is outrageous these days. How can a mother take care of home, raise her kids, and work a job at the same time? Educate your children and work a full-time job to pay mortgage payments, car payments, insurance. Ladies, is not working. It's a disaster. This disaster started 20, 30, 40 years ago, maybe. So many black women decided, I don't need a husband. I'm gonna have kids on my own. I'm gonna have kids on my own, and these kids, these children, can be able to take care of themselves while I'm at work. Latchkey kids is what they called it then. It's a disaster that's not working, and it's destroyed the black community in so many ways. The crime rate is outrageous. These women are raising children in poverty. They can't afford their kids. They cannot afford to take their children to a dentist or a doctor or do any of the stuff that my mother and father did for me and my family when we were kids. But these black women think they can do it. How? Most of these women have no education. How can a 16-year-old girl raise a baby, a child? 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old women having babies at such an early age, no husband, they're not married. What are they thinking? Why are we allowing this? Why aren't we trying to say, you girls need to hold up. Have children after you get married to a decent husband, if you have a decent income or a job or a career, so that you and your husband can raise your children together and have decent families. Now, I know a lot of you all, for some odd reason, I cannot figure this out, a lot of black Americans seem to think single motherhood is the way to go. My mama did it. Well, that's what people say. My mother was married. My father's uncles are all married. My father's brothers and sisters are all married and raised their kids as a family. Marriage, to me, is the only way. If I were a straight man, I would have kids. I would not try to do it on my own. I would not be going around getting a woman pregnant unless I was married to her. Trying to raise children on your own is impossible today. It's impossible. It's really been impossible for the past 20 years, and that's why we have the crime problems we see in our communities today. But we don't want to admit it. Black women sure as hell don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit that they're wrong. That independent black woman shit was some bullshit. They don't want to admit that not only was it wrong, but it was destructive and tore our communities up. But so many people want to stand by and pretend as if black single mothers are doing a hell of a great job raising kids. Where? There might be a few black women out there raising children, doing a good job, a few. But overall, it's terrible. We don't have to look very far to see this. I can look at my own family. I can look at my own nieces and nephews. I look at my own cousins. It's terrible. But we want to ignore it and promote it. Promote it. It's I'm shocked when people come on my page and say, my mother was a single black mother. She did a great job. There's nothing wrong with it. Your mother is one out of a million. A million. I see women walking down the street all day long pushing babies, 2 and 3 little babies, and pushing one and one on the way. I don't know, I'm just in shock. But they're catching murder. They're pushing a stroller up the street in the middle of the rain. They're raising these kids in poverty. And these kids are not very happy. No fathers, no support from the community, really no help. These kids come to grow up angry, and they seek revenge. And the revenge is sought out through the entire community. These kids are running through Atlanta like crazy. Not just Atlanta, it's everywhere. It's nationwide. But we ignore it, promote it. Single black mothers are great, people say. But there's so much evidence to say that the prison system's full of African American men who were raised by single women. No fathers. Nowhere to be seen. Now, I think it's great to have children. If you're married and have an income to support kids, to raise children. It's not easy raising children alone. Who would set themselves up for that? But it's an independent black woman. That independent black woman mess, they need to ban that mess nationwide because it didn't work. It is a failure. Whenever you hear a woman screaming, I'm an independent black woman, they need to put a big old band sign over her ass and send her over the corner and put a done sign on her head because it didn't work. It's a disaster. Yeah, they want a life without a husband. Fine, don't get married. Don't have kids. You want to get married? You want to do it on your own? Then don't have children to harass the rest of us. Keep your legs closed. Stay on birth control. Don't bring children into the world that you cannot afford. And be an independent black woman. What you need kids for any damn way. But you want children. But you can't raise them. You can't take care of them. You can't do nothing for them. Even women who have these high power positions and jobs making 6 figures a year. How can you raise a child by yourself and work? Is this possible? Hell no. And quit fooling yourself. Quit lying to yourself that you're doing a damn good job raising your kids because you make $150,000 a year. You can't make $150,000 a year and raise kids, not properly. And you're not going to make $150,000 sitting at your house trying to help your kids with homework, help your children to grow up and be productive members of society. This is not possible. It's not possible. Something's going to go undone. By yourself, it's not going to work. It's not working. It's a failure. And I hope that some of you women your women need to stop the madness. You get so mad when somebody says something about it, so angry. I'm raising my children. Who would want to struggle like that? We got 2 dogs over here. You know how difficult it is to take care of these 2 dogs? 2 dogs? It's tough. I can imagine 2 kids running around here, and it's 2 of us. We got 2 dogs and we complain about it. But kids alone? Come on, ladies. Give that dream up. You made a mistake. Try to educate other women not to make the same mistake that you made. Don't keep promoting single black women and saying it's great when you know yourself that it's a difficult road for anyone to go down. I know that some of you all are going to get mad and angry thinking I'm picking on a black woman. I'm not picking on a black woman. I got tons of black women in my family. And I see the tragic errors that they made trying to raise children alone. It's not a good idea. If you like my videos, please click like. Give me some feedback on today's topic. I want to call it the eradication of black single mothers from the black community because they need to go. We need to stop the foolishness. Women need to get married, then have children. Married, in education, then have kids. Give your kids an opportunity. Don't raise your children in poverty. try to do something better for your life and theirs. That's the good thing about having children, taking your children to a different level. I mean, to a certain degree, I wish I had kids so I can properly raise them. But I know it would be a rough road to do it alone. I'd have to do it with a partner who wanted kids, who wants kids, not a man. Because that's another problem. Most men don't want children, but these women have gotten pregnant by a man who didn't even want kids. And then they wonder, where is he? Well, he didn't want to be there in the first place. He was just there for the sex. You decided to have a kid, not him. Anyway, if you like my videos, click like. Give me some feedback on today's topic. I'm headed to the gym as usual. You guys know I love working out. I got to stay in shape. I am 43 years of age. No kids. You guys have a great day. Bye.